We're at High Shoals Falls Trail. Right here on the forest road that goes back to Indian Grave and over towards Tray Mountain Road. Intersects with that, goes past Indian Grave at the AT. This is just a short little hike that goes back to a waterfall. And late start today due to some issues. So this will be just a short little hike down to the falls. I've never been here. I've passed it many times and just never hiked it. So I'm gonna see what it's all about. As soon as you get in here, there's this huge tree. It's hollowed out. It's not real tall. I'm figuring at some point there probably was a really tall piece there that fell, maybe. I don't know, but it's fat and short. Hollow way on up there too, all hollowed out. Probably been home to many a creature. We're making our way through some laurels here, kind of a laurel tunnel. But I suspect there's going to be some rhododendrons when we get close to the water, so we'll see. Another big tree, some hollowed out. We're making our way down a series of steps and contours. Came into these, saw one back there, but came into these huge trees. I think these are hemlocks. They're just really nice with the straw on the ground, and always makes for a nice surface to hike on. And it smells really nice. And they're large. I mean, you can see my shadow there. There's another one here. It's just gorgeous. And we're just working our way down, starting to get into some rhododendrons now. They're still feeling fine. You don't see any curling much of the leaves, a little bit. They get real cold, they're going to curl like this way, not this way. So they'll curl long ways. So it'll get like rolled over. And that's usually a sign that it's been a really cold night, or cold few days, I guess. The first sign of a creek. We're making our way, just came off that side slope. We're making our way to the falls. It flattens out in here a little bit. Looks like there's some sign of some muck, so must hold a little bit of water in here when it's really rainy. It's a heavily trafficked trail. Usually always see people parked up at the trailhead, so I mean it gets a good bit of traffic down here, but it's nice so far. Got a little footbridge here. Nice little stream. A cairn out in the water, plotting some kind of evil, as cairns do. So beside us down the hill is the creek, and it's gaining steam. You can hear cascades. You can see some white down through there. So it's making its way. We're kind of parallel here and just working our way with it. Yeah. There's a little bit going on down yonder. We're on some double track here with some rhododendrons, and some water coming through, seeping through across the trail. Creek makes for a nice sound. Well, there's a nice little cascade. Hope the camera will focus in there. Not really a falls, but it's dropping over probably, looks like maybe 3 or 4 feet there. I don't know if we'll get a look at it. Maybe we will down here. But yeah, quite a bit of tumbling water down yonder. And another footbridge. We have had some blow down in here, probably from the hurricane. Remnants of it as it came up here. Still had a little bit of steam and took down some things. large cascade. Actually, that's probably a proper fall. Given if it drops 10 feet, I think it's considered. And that looks like it's dropping pretty good. I don't know if we'll get a look at that or not, but looks like some folks have been coming down this trail here to look at it. Yeah, you can see there. Got a drop through there. And another one there. Some trees there growing right out of the rock, and nice little sitting bench here, right here on the trail. Yeah, the creek's beside us here and dropping, so we're fixing to make a turn. What you got? I don't think this is the proper trail because you got the blaze going that way. But maybe we'll walk down in here. This is obviously something that somebody built. So let's go down and see this. Okay, so this does come down to an observation deck. This may just be one of the falls, I don't really know. Beautiful. It's gorgeous. And you got a nice deep hole there. You can imagine the summertime that's a great place to swim. However, they tell you, don't do it. But that'd be a temptation. I'm just saying, it's tempting. So after we leave that upper falls, continuing on, and over here to the left, you can see a large falls there. Oh yeah, and it's dropping. You can tell, camera's not going to be real good at this, but you can tell it's dropping way out down, so should be nice. So we come down this trail, and this is what we find. From way up there. Really cool. So, only way out is up, of course. You hike to the bottom of the falls. Gotta hike back up. So here we go. Made it back to the footbridge, up the switchbacks. Now we gotta go out here across this flat and make our way up that hillside. So it's called paying the entrance fee. Alright, so we made it back up to the truck. High Shoals Falls done. Short hike, but still nice. Nice to get out. That's what matters. Sometimes you can't do an overnighter, sometimes you can't do 10. Do just a few miles, a couple of miles, whatever, you know. To a falls. It's really nice. High Shoals Falls done. I think he's gonna make it. So we're at Duke's Creek Falls. Just I don't even think there's much of a trail. I think its falls are pretty close right here to the parking area. But since I've been kind of segueing into from day hikes into day hikes with waterfalls, and I've passed this many times, we're just a couple of miles from Ravenscliff's parking area. Thought I'd come and take a look. Yeah, a little further than I thought, so it's going to be as far as High Shoals was off the trail, more or less. So, I don't know. There's an observation deck down here. Maybe we'll go start there. Well, I guess this is our observation deck. We'll be able to see the falls from here, apparently. And there they are. Yeah, good sized falls too. trail's gonna come right back along the highway here. I realized it was gonna come this close, but yeah. I'm gonna hike back here about a mile. Take a look at the falls. See the creek roaring. My guess is there's going to be a merging down there of a couple of creeks, because this is coming out of this runoff and the falls came out of another one, I think, over there. So temperature dropped a good bit coming down in here by this creek bed. A little bit chilly. Good little drop. Beautiful. You just start to see between the trees the falls, and it's pretty tall. I didn't expect it to be as tall as it is, and it's pretty much tall in one swoop, it looks like. You see that with Hilton Creek. It's really, really tall. With Hilton Creek is two pitches. You know, from the front it looks really like one big fall, but this looks like it could be just one big fall. We'll see. Get down there and get a better look. I assume we're going to come down here and then switch back down there to some point, but there you can see it. This is huge double track, and the falls are back that way, so the trail takes you away from them. But it's probably got to get you out here to a point where it can take you back again. So this is very, other than the steps up there, very gradual pitch, probably to be more accommodating to a wide range of people. This isn't really a trail much as it is a path to go down there. So yeah, so here we go. Looks like there's a sign on the other side, so I wonder if the trail continues up and goes the other way, because there was a trail going around. I thought it just went to the bathrooms, but this may go back around and back up again to the parking area. I don't know. This goes to the falls apparently, so here we go. Well, you can already start to see the falls, and it's pretty spectacular. It's really cool the way the water just makes that swirl. So apparently the deck going that way is closed, so that's what they were talking about, the tree damage, I would assume. Make our way down here at the bottom. It's the confluence of two creeks here. It's a shame that's out, because that would probably give you the perfect view up and around. So this is actually a really good view. You get a better perspective on everything. That really is a tall falls. I don't know what the foot is. I can look that up, but pretty tall. Obviously not the highest because how much Lola Falls is. It's pretty high. Even from back here, you can see where it starts way up here. Pretty cool. I've never been here before, so now when I drive by, I can say, I know what it looks like down yonder. This is pretty interesting, the way this tree just hugging around that rock. So we pay the tax to get out. One last look. To be honest, if I had known the falls were that high, I'd have been back here to see them long before now. always passed the sign. Never researched it, and always figured that's probably just, 15, 20 feet maybe, or maybe nice and wide. And had no idea that's well over 100 feet. Kind of a shame they don't have a long trail going back to it or something. Ravens Cliff is nice because it's a falls coming through a crack and all of that. Ravens Cliff ain't nearly as tall as that is. That's easily 3 times taller. And Ravens Cliff has a nice trail going back. It'd be nice if there was a big, and maybe that one that in that point, or right in that switchback, maybe it goes back and starts somewhere else. I don't know. All right, back at the Jeep. That was Dukes Creek Falls.